Hi, welcome to Haas's Kitchen. Today I have a quick tip for you, and that is how to use one of these things, a sharpening steel, to keep your knives nice and sharp. If you find my videos helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. So, a sharpening steel. This is meant, your knife has to be fairly sharp in order for this to work. If your knife is really dull, this is not going to get it sharp. If your knife is dull, you'll have to either do it yourself or take it to a professional place to get an edge put back on your knife. Once you have that edge back on your knife, then you can keep it sharp for a long time with a honing rod or a sharpening steel. It's called both things. And you can do this quite often. Almost every time you drag your knives out, you can run it a few times on that. It'll make sure you have a nice edge. And all this does is it kind of straightens out your edge. If it gets a little bent over, it'll straighten it out again. And they're pretty easy to use. If you see chefs on TV, sometimes they're doing it like this or like this. I like to do it a safe way, which is where I just put it down on a towel like this, and then I'll show you what to do in a second. So what angle do we want to use? Well, most people say between a 15 and a 20 degree angle on the sharpening steel. So what does that look like? Here's a 20 degree angle, and if you need a guide, just go online and Google 20 degree angle. You could print out a guide. Another way to think about it is this would be 90 degrees, half of that would be 45 degrees, and then half of that again would be about your 20 degree angle. So once you have the angle right, take it nice and slow and use some light pressure. Hold the knife like you're going to chop something, and then just start at the heel of the knife and wind up by the tip. So you're going to start here, get your angle right, and just go down like that. And maybe do it 4 or 5 times per side. Just like that. You do that occasionally, it's going to stay nice and sharp. And your knives should be able to do this. Just cut through a piece of paper. And every once in a while, this thing's going to get gummed up. And so what you're going to want to do is take a damp cloth and either wet it with water or use some white vinegar. And you're going to want to clean off your honing rod just to get any junk off of it. And then it'll work for you for a long time. So there's a quick tip for you, and we'll see you next time on Haas's Kitchen.